Hey, we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we examine news from our city, our state, and our country, and we take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions, combine all the elements, and take and put all this information to good use as a community of English-speaking locals. How is everybody out there this morning? I am doing good. I had a great weekend. I did all kinds of fun things, and I am happy to be back here. Today is Monday, February 12th, and I look forward to reading what you guys have been up to and what your plans are for the week. But while we do that, well, you've heard the little man tell you the usual reminders, capital letter Q and the word new if you are writing comments that apply. Let's take a look at the news because this is getting really interesting. I have previously mentioned that we would not dive into the specifics of Puerto Vallarta mayor candidates until each political party confirmed their own candidate, but the maneuverings and machinations that the Morena Party are presently involved in to try and keep Mayor Michel as a possible candidate despite gender party guidelines are absolutely newsworthy, or at the very least they are amusing. Now, I don't expect you to get this on the first try, but now, in a nutshell, the party, the Morena Party, is now part of a municipal coalition that had to eliminate some of the state's municipalities in order to make Puerto Vallarta eligible for a male candidate. Now, I don't claim to understand how this works, and I'd be surprised if you do, but all I'm going to say is that I'm grateful that I renewed my voting card, and trust me, I'm going to be out there this summer to participate in the elections and vote for somebody else, unless we don't get any worthy candidates. I really don't know what's going to happen, but I'll be happy to keep you posted. Now, the final stretch of the Newara Highway connecting with Puerto Vallarta near the airport is continuing to get closer to show advances. Machinery is now clearing fields near the town of San Jose del Valle in Nayarit, and the highway will eventually connect with Highway 544 in Ixtapa, where pillars are now being erected in what will most likely become an overpass. So it's getting near. It's supposed to be ready within the next couple of months. But as you can see from this photograph, there is still a fair amount of work out there to be done in order for the highway to be completed, or what the government is calling the new libramiento. So it's quite possible that we'll have two libramientos here in Puerto Vallarta instead of the one that we know so well only. Moving to other things, Colonia Guadalupe Victoria got some TLC this weekend as part of the Transformation Saturdays program implemented by the local government to improve different areas of the city. As usual, public areas in the neighborhood and streets were cleaned and painted to better serve its inhabitants. And if you're wondering where on earth is Colonia Guadalupe Victoria, I put it up on the map, and it is located right. In fact, the bus terminal is part of it, because the Puerto Vallarta bus terminal is located right here. So this is Colonia Guadalupe Victoria. And moving on to other things, according to local meteorologist Victor Manuel Cornejo, cool mornings will continue throughout the rest of the month, which is lovely, but temperatures will slowly begin to rise, announcing the arrival of not only warmer weather, but also drought. Once again, I'm reading reports of how this drought season will not only be more challenging, but it will also lead to warmer weather during the summer months. So let's enjoy what we have while we can, and hope that this summer does not get very ugly. I've been reading reports of La Nina coming back, and apparently it's going to be tougher. And La Nina has everything to do with the drought, as I am learning. If you don't understand what La Nina or El Nino is, don't worry. I'm on to some research, and I will bring back some explanations. Meanwhile, let's take a look at our actual weather forecast just to see what we can expect. That is funny. Congratulations to Taylor Swift on winning the Super Bowl, says Snarky Weatherman. I'm not a football fan, so I don't know what's going on there. All I know is that there's going to be all kinds of fun commercials on YouTube throughout the week. 22 degrees out there. Humidity is at 58%, and our weather forecast says that we will have overcast skies throughout the day today, a high of 25 and a low of 17. Then tomorrow, Tuesday, overcast skies throughout the day again, with a high of 26 and a low of 18. And then Wednesday, overcast skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon. Overcast skies. That's a difficult phrase to put out. Our high temperature will be 25 and our low temperature will be 19. Overcast skies. That's just a lot of activity for two words. Overcast skies. You try that when you're a native speaking person. Native Spanish speaking person, it is difficult to put together some of these phrases in English every now and then. But what do I know? What did you do this weekend? I sometimes don't feel very strongly about sharing very intimate parts of my personal life, but I put a camera in front of on my nightstand over the weekend just to show you what happens when Luna comes up on my bed. I'm usually lying down reading my iPad, but this is what went on throughout a lot of the weekend. And there I am, and there's the iPad, and there's Luna. And yes, that's me in my sloppy clothes in my sloppy bed. But, just spending time with my kitty cat has to be one of the most nourishing things I can do with myself. That's my Luna. Oh. Anyhow, moving right along. Let's actually, before I show you this, let's talk about sex for a moment. And I mean that seriously. If you were to ask me how is my sex life these days, and I have no qualms in sharing this, I would want to be wearing a t-shirt that reads out of shape, out of touch, out of practice. And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with not having much of a sex life these days. I get nourishment of other types and other kinds from elsewhere. But there might be some of you out there that are not only in touch, in shape, and in practice of sex. You may want to benefit from new ideas to perk your pleasurable lives. So I'm happy to announce that the Joint Co-work is offering a series of non-sexual educational workshops with a pleasure coach that invite you to awaken your erotic power. Now, again, this is not necessarily for me, but hey, if you are curious about these workshops, I'll be happy to share the link in the show notes so that you will find more about these workshops being offered this week at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work. I also learned this morning that Oculto is at it again. They're advertising another open dinner featuring their classic El Arrayán menu. This one is going to be on the 16th at 7 p.m. from 7 to 9:30 p.m. So if you haven't experienced one of these private dinners, they are highly recommended. Get a bunch of friends together and be pampered because, there's a small amount of people that fit in the place. So the ratio of wait staff to get dinner guests is quite high. It really is a pampering experience, and the food is outstanding. And last but not least, our friends from Hecho a Mano now have branched out to doing other things. And Hecho a Mano is not only doing their craft festivals during the daytime, now they are doing entire musical festivals that include food and camping and temazcal and all kinds of activities. And they're going to have one of such shindigs a week from today at Rancho Madre Tierra. And if you are interested in this event, I will be so very happy to share the information in the show notes. And with that, let's see what we have here in terms of your comments. Let's see. I see good mornings. Which is wonderful. Ooh. More good mornings and more good. Here is a cue from Muffin. Hello, Muffin. Speaking of El Profe Michel, do we know what discipline he was a professor? I had a snarky cab driver tell me the other day that he was a professor of ineptitude. But I don't think that's actually a title. Well, probably not an actual course, but being a teacher of ineptitude, I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Oh dear, the inevitable football comments. I'm glad that those don't have any cue. Not because I have anything against football. I just don't have much to contribute. Let's see. There's another cue from Patrick Michelson. I met up with Paula yesterday, met her unknowingly that she's also a cluster member until she brought up your name. She had brought something I desperately needed from our mutual state of Minnesota. That is great news, Patrick. I'm always happy to see cluster members connecting with one another and helping one another out. That is absolutely wonderful. Let's see. Curtis says, Shirley Gunzer. Oh, I know the L word, but can I even pronounce that? The Libidos. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know what it means. And yes, they do decline. Absolutely. And here is feedback from you and all. Oh, that's a cute type of the Carloso neighborhood. Moving to that area, possibly. It's actually Caloso, not Carloso. And it is an awesome neighborhood. It's very mixed. It's got a lot of Mexican folk. It's got a lot of foreign folk. Increasingly, numbers of foreigners moving there, and it is a quite wonderful neighborhood. Couple of good restaurants there. My friend Cassandra Shaw lived there for the longest time. She had a beautiful triplex, a great building, even long, long, long before many Americans moved there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Paco, have you ever walked up the crossway up the hill near the radio tower? Yes, I have, Colleen. And this I did. Oh my God, I remember because I recorded the walk. This was during the first year of Coffee and Headlines. And I remember panting and trying for air as I was climbing up the steps. And I doubt that I'll do it again unless I'm going up there very slowly. But yes, I have. And it's totally worth getting up there. Please excuse me for just 1 second. Oh, that felt good. And there's another comment from Patrick. Her husband and I are going to Whiskey Kitchen this week, so if you want to join us, you would be more than welcome to join. If that was for me, Patrick, I never know when I'm going to be out and about, but thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you so much. And I think this brings us to the end of your comments for this morning. So I'm going to start flashing our little farewell thing, starting with this one. Boom! The website where you can contribute to our well-being. And you know that very well. At least those of you that are here on a regular basis. I am always grateful for your contributions and your support of Coffee and Headlines. This is going to be a fun week, lots of fun activities. Hopefully, later on in this week, I'm going to go pursue my senior citizens discount card or INAPAM card, and I'll be telling all of you how to get it. If you have a residency card, you can apply for those. If you don't, you cannot. And I hope you will have a wonderful week, and I hope we'll be in touch and we'll share new content, new ideas, and new stories to share here at Coffee and Headlines. So go and have a great week. I know I will. And I hope to see you again sometime soon. Take care.